We are in one of the oldest cemeteries in the Reno, Nevada area. This is a Civil War Army cemetery. Very typical of most Civil War stones. Just their name, U.S. soldier, and the date they perished on. These men fought in the Civil War. You would not think Nevada has Civil War soldiers, but they do. And the history is quite vast because, at the time during the Civil War, they were building forts not just to counteract the Native American people, but to also, if the men were needed for the Civil War, the Union could come up here and train these men and ship them off via railroad. And this cemetery may be another good cemetery tonight to check out. And I'm going to show you guys, our viewers, what we got going on. It's called the Grand Army of the Republic, 1861 to 1865. Even though there have been some deaths after, these were the men who did serve in the Civil War. They were veterans, and they were buried here, and this was to honor them. And it's in much better shape than going over to the Hilltop Cemetery, which overlooks Reno. But there's a lot of history here, as you can see, a lot. And most of the tombstones, they do resemble a lot of similarity. Some of them are just piles of stones, a couple trees, couple little picket fences. I'll go ahead and I'll read the history, because we want to make sure that we do this as a documentary and document not just our finds, but our historical references and vandalism and other things, so that way these cemeteries can continue to be preserved for many generations to come. Right here, Civil War plot. This plot was purchased in 1890 for $180 in gold coin by General O.M. Mitchell, Post Number 69, Grand Army of the Republic, to be used as a last resting place for their comrades in arms during the Civil War, which lasted from 1861 to 1865. They made it a place of beauty in the early 1900s. Following years of neglect and outrageous vandalism, restoration was initiated in 1963 by the Daughters of Union veterans of the Civil War and other interested citizens in the Reno area. Among those buried here are members of the Nevada Volunteers who served in their own state and neighboring areas of the West from 1861 to 1866. So you can see that not only is this historical, it has been restored, but it is suffering a little bit of vandalism. As minor as it is, how many times, for example, are they going to have to restore it? For example, here, are they going to have to come in and restore that grave? Continuous vandalism, and we need to put a stop to it, and the only way to do it is to stand up for the location by putting it on our site so millions can see its condition, its history, and also appreciate its ghost. This is Lord Rick. Check us out at www.paranormalghostsociety.org.